What's good, you guys? You know who it is, man. It's your boy, Mr. Relentless Lex, and I'm back like I never left this mother. Yes, Sirski. Hello, somebody. All right, so, man, you guys, we got the FEDS leaking videos of Beyonce and Jay-Z threatening people, threatening fans, especially Piers Morgan, bro. Especially Piers Morgan. But people are all over Jay-Z and Beyonce right now. And they're threatening him like, bro, y'all keep talking about us. Going to be consequences and repercussions. But it's all alleged, and that's what we're here for. Spicy.
So it looks like Jay-Z and Beyonce are starting to panic hard after everything that has been going down in the past couple of weeks. It looks like the feds are starting to really close in on them, and they are reportedly desperate to avoid those federal charges at all costs. We thought it was bad enough that they reportedly threatened Piers Morgan into silence, but the streets are now saying that they are allegedly going after industry heads and trying to silence them as well. And as if that's not messy enough, multiple fans and content creators are also reportedly getting threatened for speaking on them. So what exactly are the Carters trying to hide? And are the rumors true about them being involved in some shady stuff? Let's talk about this. In case you missed it, the Carters had their lawyers send Piers Morgan a cease and desist letter after Jaguar Wright went on his show and spilled some crazy tea about them. Like how Jay-Z allegedly set R. Kelly up and was behind the Me Too movement that sent him to jail.
Well, because the Me Too movement was a ruse. It was a setup. It was a scam. I'm saying that now, publicly. Dream Hampton spearheaded the Surviving R. Kelly campaign, which fueled the Me Too campaign. And that was all funded by Sean Carter to make sure that Robert Kelly went to jail. Get his lick back. Why is nobody understanding that Dream Hampton was being financed and ran by Sean Carter? They were able to go and get all of these witnesses because he was there with Robert Kelly. How does Jay-Z sit down with Gayle King and she not ask him one question about the intersection between him and Aaliyah and Robert Kelly? This is insane that people keep refusing to see what's right there. If the Me Too movement were real, why aren't they speaking now? They've also been very quiet in this time of the diddler's downfall.
But that's not all, because she also has something to say about Aaliyah's death, claiming that Beyonce allegedly unalived her because she was salty about Jay-Z's obsession with Aaliyah.
I have 3 victims right now who are willing to give testimony about not only what Mr. Carter has done to them, but his wife as well. They're a nasty little couple. They do nasty things.
What do you think happened with Kim
Keeping
Porter?
people against their will. Putting people on planes while they're unconscious, just like Aaliyah got on that plane. Unconscious. There's a lot of things that people don't want to talk about, Pierce.
Those were pretty bold claims.
Yes, now, we all heard about that situation with Aaliyah. R.I.P. to the late, great Aaliyah. When she got on the plane, she was shooting a video. And it was supposed to be in Miami, I think, but then the video director, he changed the scene. So he wanted to shoot a clip of it in the Bahamas. But when it was time for them to leave back out in the Bahamas, Aaliyah didn't want to get on the plane. But it was a small plane with over 700 extra pounds of luggage. And the pilot had cocaine in his system, under the influence, operating the plane, bro. That's crazy.
Claims, and I guess people weren't so surprised when the Carters took action. But instead of going after Jaguar Wright directly like everyone expected, they went after Piers, threatening him with legal action unless he retracted the statement. They weren't playing around because Piers did just that, and he even deleted the segment of the show where Jaguar was featured.
Well, Jaguar Wright unexpectedly made several serious allegations about Jay-Z and Beyonce during that interview. As I said in the moment, they were not present to respond or defend themselves, but now they have. Their lawyers contacted us to say that those claims were totally false and have no basis in fact, and we've therefore complied with the legal request to cut them from the original interview. Editing interviews is not something we do lightly at a show called Uncensored. But, like the proverbial cries of fire in a crowded theatre, there are legal limits on us too. And we apologise to Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Everyone assumed that Jaguar had caught Piers off guard with her comments about the Carters, and that was why he was so apologetic. So imagine our shock when Jaguar revealed that not only did Piers know what she was going to say beforehand, but he also independently vetted her claims before she went on the show.
Piers Morgan's producers called him directly. And we talked about it briefly, and I said, we have to do it. We have to. Because the one thing I know about Piers Morgan is he is smart prey. And not only is he smart prey, he is a great conductor of information. He also vets things viciously. And I want to thank you for that. Because if my word is good enough to make it through Piers Morgan's firewall of please don't sue me, then I guess he just vetted me for every ounce of real life content on this blue couch. We thank you for that.
Fans talked about how Beyonce and Jay-Z were trying to silence the media because the last thing they need is for people to start paying even more attention to them right now. Because of their close relationship with Diddy, they have been under intense scrutiny since the whole Surviving Diddy scandal started. To be fair to them, there's no hard evidence linking them to Diddy's shady activities. And just because they were close friends doesn't mean that they were involved in those shenanigans with him. But the streets are convinced that they not only knew what was going on, but also allegedly helped him get away with the behavior using their influence. So like I said, these two have been in a super sticky position for weeks. Apart from that, there's also that messy RICO charge that's looming. Now, the feds haven't announced RICO charges on anyone other than Diddy, but y'all know that if there's a RICO charge, it usually means that there are multiple people involved. RICO charges are based on a conspiracy to commit crimes. So this means that the feds have credible reason to believe that Diddy's criminal empire was a conspiracy between him and a couple of other people at the very least. I mean, y'all remember Young Thug's YSL RICO trial, right? A total of 28 people were brought up on charges, and there is a very high chance that we might see those same numbers in Diddy's trial, especially given how many celebs have been reported to have been at his freak-offs. Again, Beyonce and Jay-Z's names have been tossed around when it comes to the RICO charges because, again, they are the two people who are closest to Diddy in the industry. When lawyer Ariel Mitchell-Kidd revealed that a certain female celebrity's tape at the freak-offs was being shipped around, people immediately started speculating that it could be Beyonce.
I also was just recently contacted by someone who wanted me to essentially represent them in the sale of one of the Diddy tapes. So, which I declined that because...
Wait a minute, say that again. Say that again, back up. You're saying that there's tapes and they're being shopped?
Yes, there have been people already shopping.
We've heard about the tapes, but
yes.
The shopping thing is
Yes, there already have been tapes leaking around Hollywood, being shopped around to individuals in Hollywood. But one particular person contacted me to shop a particular video they were in possession of, and to contact the person who was in the video to see if they were interested in purchasing the video before it became a public knowledge.
I've heard this before, so like a catch and
correct.
Wow, can you, and I guess you can't reveal the person who is on
No, I
tape.
can't explain who the person was, but Mr.
High profile?
Mr. Combs was in the tape, and this other person is, I would venture to say, more high profile than Mr. Combs.
Really?
Wow.
Really? And you've seen it?
I've seen stills of the video.
Okay.
So
you can verify
that it exists, that it's real, that the other person in the video is very visible. It's no question if it's that person in the video, and I can tell the video was picture.
Oh my, all right. So we know that he videotaped a lot of activities at his home, did he? And it sounds like there was probably a lot of hidden cameras as well. Is that what is being talked about?
Yes, this was actually in his Atlanta home, at a home he had in Atlanta at one point. And it does seem that the person isn't like looking into the video, so to me, doesn't seem like that person knows they're being videotaped. It doesn't seem like they're active participant in the videotaping, like they're being surreptitiously recorded it.
Well, Jay-Z and Beyonce seem to be sick of all the conspiracy theories because they are not only going after big names in the industry like Piers Morgan, but also fans who have been talking about them on social media. Multiple fans have been reporting that they have received threatening emails from the Carters' legal team to take down their videos and offer a retraction and public apology.
I would like to formally apologize to Beyonce. So I got an email earlier from someone saying they're on Beyonce's team and they're not too happy about this video I did on Beyonce. Now that video had to do with the whole thanking Beyonce during award show stuff. And I want to apologize directly to Beyonce for that video. So Beyonce, Queen, or whatever you want to be called, Your Majesty, you are an icon. I thank you. I thank you as much as I possibly. I am very thankful for you. And to you to cover all my bases. Please, highest queen, forgive me of my trespasses. I love you and I don't think you did anything wrong. Please humbly accept the apologies of both me and my family. You are the most influential person of any generation in history, and I hope that you accept my deepest, sincerest apologies.
So y'all, this is awkward as So I checked my email today and I happened to get a message from someone who represents Jay-Z and Beyonce. It said on behalf of Jay-Z and Beyonce. So I'm like, what the This can't be real. I opened it, y'all. So somehow the video I made on Jay-Z and Beyonce got back to them somehow. Or someone around their circle. And they did not like what I said. Y'all, I'm just a regular person. So this is crazy to me. I ain't gonna lie. I never thought me making a video would have Jay-Z and Beyonce coming for me. This wild as So I would just like to give my utmost apology to Jay-Z, Beyonce, Blue Ivy, the twins, anybody that was offended on her team about the video I made. I read the whole email and what's understood don't need to be explained. I know y'all had the money, y'all had the power. Like I just said, I'm a regular dude, bruh. I would just like to say it again. I humbly apologize. I did not mean to cause any harm to you, Miss Queen Beyonce. Like, I don't want no problems. I don't want no beef. I did not know my video would make me get an email. And yeah, I just, like I said, I apologize. I don't want no smoke. Y'all got it. I'm not trying to wake up with my phone hacked or me mysteriously disappearing from the internet. So y'all, hey.
But it looks like the Carters might be handling this mess the wrong way. The fact that they are silencing fans has everyone talking about how they are trying to bury the bodies and hide things before the feds come calling. It has everyone talking about them all over again, and it is way messier than they could have predicted. Fans commented, "You can't control the world for speaking on your name. The truth will always come out. That man done apologized to the twins. People act like Beyonce and Jay-Z can't do no wrong. They're both sneaky. What's in the dark will come to light. Money can't buy everything." This is wild. They seem to be in fear for their lives. And everyone is apologizing, not out of respect, but out of fear. That tells me a lot about what could possibly be in those messages and emails. But let me know how y'all.
Wow. Wow. Now, I want to say this. All my news is alleged news. All alleged news. So, hopefully I don't get the email. This is all alleged. Hopefully I do not get those type of emails from Beyonce and Jay-Z. I'm only reviewing or going over the things that everybody knows already. And we all know this. Information is all over the internet, you guys. So hopefully I don't get this email. But we all know that Jay-Z and Beyonce are really close to Sean Diddy Combs. We already know this. We already know what's taking place. We already know they've been at the parties. Freak-offs? Maybe. Parties? Of course. But what's done in the dark shall come to the light. So I know they probably are in fear. The lawyer lady said that she has a tape with Diddy and somebody else having intercourse. And the person, she can't mention their name, but their profile is higher than Diddy's. Who else could it be? Who else could it be but be? You know? But we will see, man. I think it's going to be every day is going to be more and more and more. But hey, that's what we're here for. The spicy. Yes, sirski. So make sure you guys are commenting, liking, and subscribing to the videos. If you are, I thank you. And if you're not, let's do it. Let's get to 500K. Join the relentless game. You dig?